Let's get my other phone up working here. Got my chat lined up. Make sure I got everybody ready here. Make sure I tell Skip real quick. Live, Skip. And let me pull up my chat. So I will have my chat here when everybody starts filtering in. Just getting everything set up. Got all my mail over here, ready to show off whatever came in. And getting my other phone pulled up. There we go. Got my chat loaded. What's up, everybody? Yes, the envelope. Rock out. What's up, brother? You're here for the beginning of one of my videos? I am super honored. We got Rock Out with Your Lockout here on Mounta1nM1ck. He's one of the first guys through the door this time. He's known for showing up at the very end when I do my sign-off, so really cool to see you here with us now, Rock Out. Thank you for coming by, sir. Matt's Lock Shop, hello. Yin Yet, hello. Nice to see everybody getting on in here. Let me get this thing set up just a little further back so we got some space to work with. I'm going to need room for all this. It looks like my table's got a lot of stuff on it. What's up, Blake? Nice to see you here. Is that Ham's Lotto? This is a lotto from Lockjaw, or I'm sorry, from Packlock that Skip sent on over to me. This is a PL410 Pro lotto. I've been trying to get this thing open for my blue belt and for my 200K. I have not had luck with that yet, but I've also been reading a lot in my spare time instead of picking, because Skip sent me over a copy of the Deviant Alum practical lock picking guide. So I've been spending a lot of my free time trying to read my way through that and see if I can apply some of that knowledge here. GK Man, hello. Finally got to talk to you the other day for the first time in private. It was very nice chatting with GQ Man. I know him and Brother Broke hang out, so I had to get to know him a little better. I'm glad to see you made it, GQ Man. Alright. We got 12 people in here. If you guys don't mind remembering to hit the like button or double tap your screen, it helps me and spreads the lock sport love around a little better, so we can all keep our channels up and running and we can support each other properly. So just kind of hanging out and talking for a second. I'm going to show off my lock mail that I got today. A lot of it that I was waiting for last week got backed up a little bit because I live in the country. That's why I'm Mounta1nM1ck, because I am on the top of a mountain in the middle of nowhere. So for that reason, I was freaking out because I didn't have this Lockjaw thing yet. But it seems that the good people of Lockjaw, who I have already emailed and thanked every way possible for sending this over to me, they actually had sent it to me probably first, and it just took that long to get to me because I'm on the other side of the country and up in the middle of nowhere. So thank you, Lockjaw. I appreciate you guys sending this out to me. You were very quick and on top of things in spite of what I was afraid of. So I'm sorry I was a little over anxious on you guys, but this package was one of my first patch packages I've ever had, so it meant a lot to me. I just wanted you guys to know that only because I wanted it so badly did I care about it so much. So finally looks like that one's here. I also have a package here today that Sparrows HQ Sparrows has sent on over to me. You guys know I deal with them a lot. So I thought I'd go grab my sparrows patch here just to make sure I got them totally supported here in camera frame. They did send me a package. We're going to see a lot of their stuff today. So thank you to Uncle Sparrows for making that happen. This is just some stuff that they sent out to me initially when me and him started corresponding on the emails for my tattoo deal. So we are still in talks. He's been at DEF CON having a good time out there, like all the lock sport community. My friend Greyhound was able to stop by the booth out there, and Greyhound won a new disc detainer pick playing the games there at the Sparrows booth. So congratulations to Greyhound for that. Greyhound, I still want to do a live soon with you when you get back, buddy. I really have enjoyed watching your lives and becoming closer to you as a friend. So just always feel like we need to support our brother Greyhound out there whenever we can. Yeah, Greyhound definitely got him a nice win on that one. They will be releasing the full video of Greyhound doing the contest and, doing his thing for all of us. So when that video comes out, I will be asking him to let me share it here as well. His other one is up on my videos with friends, videos from friends playlist. That's exactly the type of thing the list is for. So I pretty much begged him to throw it up on there and let me have, support for him in that video. So big thanks to him for that. Thanks to Sparrows for hooking him up with that when he played the game out there. And let's see. I also want to mention Mr. Walt Cade really quickly. Walt is a great guy. He worked with Sparrows on making these beautiful maces here that I love using, that you guys have seen featured in some of my videos. And I talk to Walt from time to time on Facebook. We're good friends, I like to think now. So he had sent me this beautiful 3D printed holder that I always have in the back of my phone. This is my favorite travel companion here. Walt hooked me up with that. I did buy the Mace 1 and 2 that are in it myself with my own cash. I would do it a million times over because that has been one of my favorite pieces of kit. Really enjoy that. But the reason I'm bringing Mr. Walt up is because I have got another package that I was not expecting, completely out of the blue, from Mr. Walt Cade. He told me it was coming a day or so ago, and I was like, Walt, I already got the package from you of my 3D print stuff. And he was like, no, Mounta1nM1ck, that's not what I'm talking about. I've got something else for you. So in the moment, I have not looked at what Mr. Walt Cade has sent me yet. I did go ahead and slice everything open so I wouldn't lose a finger here on camera today. These are my picking hands, so I'm trying to take care of them, but I've got my good Ozark trail knife like Dean P had suggested, and I will be using it to get this the rest of the way open here in a moment. I just want to mention, we're 5 minutes past my initial start time, so I will be unwrapping everything here in a second. Everybody's filed in that's going to file in. We'll keep things rolling. I just wanted to say tonight, in about 2 hours 45 minutes by my time, it will be midnight, and it will become August the 12th. Speaking of Dean P, hello Dean, welcome. I was just telling everybody about how I got this sweet knife because I saw you using it one day and I couldn't resist having my own. It'd be cooler if I joined the single digit club. Well, Blake Sled, I'm not quite sure what that is, but maybe we'll work that out. So for right now, I just wanted to mention that, yes, at midnight tonight, here in my time zone, Eastern Daylight Time, yeah, we're about to get to that, Dean. I believe you are correct. That should be what is in this package. So, with the contest for my first 100 subscribers be coming to an end this evening. So, if anybody wants to make a last-minute run at trying to beat our contenders that have the top times right now, I'm not going to tell anybody who's got what, because I still have to take a time to actually get out a stopwatch and judge this thing. But somebody most likely has already got this thing in the bag. It's a really tight competition. There's some really fast times. And we tried to keep everything fair and legal and give everybody as much possible time to get into it and make extra chances and shots at it as possible. I wanted it to be fun for everybody. So if you do want to get one entry in that you have not yet, or if you have not entered yet, midnight tonight, you got about 2.5 hours. Realistically, you got about 2.5 hours to get that thing sent in, or it will not count. And that's okay. If you just want to make a video in the future and contribute one, it won't go towards the contest, but feel free to still add times if you like the challenge and see this in the future when we're no longer holding the contest. Maybe if somebody beats our winner's time, Mounta1nM1ck will reward you for doing so. So if you are not in time for the contest and you're hearing this in the future, past Mounta1nM1ck is telling you that if you can beat our winner's time and add it to my playlist, maybe Mounta1nM1ck will have something special lined up for you. So let's remember that. Moving on, it will close tonight. I will award a winner. Me and the winner will figure out what kind of 77 master lock that they prefer out of the choices that we figured out here. And yeah, Blake Sled, don't you worry. The next challenge, if you will watch the video, actually is for upper scale locks. So maybe you'll want to get into that. We're going to be using the 7440, the S1100, the A1100, and a Master Lock 410 that is not pictured here. But you can use any of those four. We'll put the submissions in once we hit 250. I want to address that really quick. I had one, maybe two people jump the gun and go ahead and send Mounta1nM1ck a 250 video. I'm not going to be able to figure out how I work in not penalizing people for making extra videos when I will be allowing as many as you want once we start. So for that reason, please hold on to your video. Get some people run over here so we can hit 250 and we'll all get started on it. If you want to make it ahead of time, feel free, absolutely put it in your vault on your phone and just shoot it to Mounta1nM1ck when we start, I have no problem with that. It doesn't have to be, during the timeline, but I would, prefer for the fairness of everyone that you wait until we start the contest to send it in. Anyway, I just want it to be fun for everybody and nobody to throw stones at the end and say, Mounta1nM1ck, you let somebody do this, blah, 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 blah. And then everybody's sad and angry and we don't have fun in lock sport. And that is not going to happen here. We are fun lovers and sport lovers and lock lovers. So let's keep it fun and make sure everybody gets a shot at having a good time and winning. Because also in this contest, it will be a drawing type entry. I was talking to Blue Scooby Wagon about the first contest, and he said, it would be nice to have one of the random drawing type where we use all the entries to basically put into a wheel spinner thing on the internet, and it will pick from random a winner for us, so that way time is not an issue. You can make a slow or fast video of breaking your lock open. The point is really just to accomplish it and send it in. Now, naturally, if the lock's guttable, you will need to gut the lock on camera for the entry. If it's an unguttable, which is the 410 or the 7440 ABIS, you don't have to worry about that. We know you're not going to be building that up in the inside crazy. But if you use one of the A1100 or S1100s, please be a gentleman or a lady and go ahead and let us see those guts and make sure you're not playing any tricks on us over here at Mounta1nM1ck. I see Samu Sushi has joined us. Thank you, Sushi, for coming out. Become a good friend with you a little bit. I hope to become more of a friend of Sushi. So I'm glad to see Sushi has made it here to join us. Now we will go ahead and get into the mail because that's what we're here for. I just wanted to cover a few quick subjects beforehand. And now we're going to go ahead and show what we got. So without further ado, let's see what is in this beautiful blue envelope that I got from Lockjaw. I'm going to do my best to not flash addresses on screen. Some people worry when Mounta1nM1ck does that. Just know that on the mountain, everybody in the neighborhood has lots of guns, and they're dying to have an excuse to use them. So the locks are for your protection here in Mounta1nM1ck's neighborhood, and I would recommend that you let Mounta1nM1ck know you're coming before you show up, or it may not be a good fun time for you. That is all I have to say when it comes to the address. Now, moving on. Look at this beautiful wax thing. I didn't want to break the wax seal because I really like it. It looks really cool, and that's an awesome thing that they do over there. So I was trying to leave it intact. I haven't seen this one before. The previous one seemed to be a red blood-looking stamp of some Castlevania's type stamp, but this one looks like a star, and the envelope is blue and gold, which I'm guessing has to deal with the fact that it is our night watch patch. Yes, thank you so much, Lockjaw, for sending this patch to me. It's beautiful. I am going to get some kind of denim jacket or something cool in the future for these type of challenge patches to be displayed on. Maybe I'll even get a sash or something like the Girl Scouts carry. I haven't decided yet, but I will be rocking my patches, hopefully adding a few more to the collection, like the Berserker, the 200K. Maybe ambitiously we'll go for the Assassin one of these days, but don't expect that one this year from Mounta1nM1ck. Mounta1nM1ck is trying to get to blue by the end of this year. I will not be aiming to hit purple until next year. I made it to green within like 5-6 weeks. I decided it's time to downshift and do the best that I can to slow down and learn from the book and take my time to really develop my finesse style. My bullying works good on lower level locks, but you need to grasp the concept of also using finesse against more high security locks, and that is what I aim to do in the future. So that being the case, I will definitely be trying to tighten up my skills by not shooting to go too fast really quick. Blake says if I get enough I can make a quilt. That would be awesome. DNP, that's crazy that you still don't have that patch, because I know you paid the mailman the extra postage to get it. I don't know what's going on where you live, but North Carolina managed to get me mine somehow. It is a nutty patch. They have upped the ante on their rewards game. I know I was really fast in the game of finishing this one, but we won't go into all of that. I just know in previous contests they have rewarded their winners heavily. I'm not a big superstar, so I'm not going to complain. I'm really happy to have my patch, and that is what the initial deal was. So being a man and an Irish man, I am no welcher, and I greatly appreciate that I did receive what was promised for my efforts. Thank you, Lockjaw. I really appreciate that. On that note, they did include this little card here, and it's got one of these on the back of it. So I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. I'll get back to you guys on that. It's probably nothing too fancy. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't show it around too much, but I'm sure it's probably just something cool explaining the patch, or linking me to their website, or something of that nature. And that'll be really cool to check out when I get done. Anyway, so I will leave that up over here so we can see it for the rest of the video while I finish unpacking the other things that I've got. One moment. Okay, sorry. Mounta1nM1ck had to go find an ashtray really quick. Didn't have one on, like I usually do. That's causing a bit of a glare. So I'm going to try and see if I can get, and then we can enjoy it a little better. It's just like an envelope type thing. So we'll get it on out of the plastic and really enjoy that baby. There we go. That plastic doesn't need to hang around. We're definitely going to be using. Alright, so moving on. I'm going to open some things from Uncle Sparrow's next. See what they sent out for me. Save Mr. Walt Cade for last. They gave you one of those with your last patch, Dean? Excellent. Thank you, Lock Guy. I do like the patch. I'm a big fan of that type of thing. For anybody who knows Mounta1nM1ck, I was an 80s kid, so stickers and patches and things of that nature mean the world to me. I really do enjoy them. So I always ask for all the chips and swag and things that people make like that. I noticed my English friends have went to using coffee mugs. Here in America, we're giving each other poker chips and stickers, and these fine gentlemen out there, they're gifting each other ceramic coffee mugs with each other's insignias on them. How cool is that? I mean, they're probably drinking tea out of it, not coffee, but I can embrace a good black tea here and again myself. So, you know, I just wanted to say, I think it's a really cool idea that they're using that out there. Alright, looks like the first thing I got from Sparrows is going to be basically what amounts to a shop rag. This is something like I use a million of in my normal life at work, working on cars. But as you can see, this is from emergency evidence suppression bag. Okay, it says approved uses: blood, oil, chloroform, gasoline. So the Rock Bang Bang rag has many uses. Some would say, oh, Mounta1nM1ck, that's just a shop rag. Well, you will be right in that respect, but this is a really cool one from Uncle Sparrow's, and that's something I really, really dig. So, sending that over to me, because while I will not be making it to Rock Bang Bang this year, I do think it's a really cool thing they do. It's like from a jail or prison type scenario, and it looks really sweet. So I'd love to check that out sometime. It looks like it's something that you may have seen me feature on the channel before. You see it sitting in the background already over here. Uh-oh. Yes, other Sparrow's patch with the stash, I'm assuming, in the back. Let's double check just to be sure. Yes, it does. So Mounta1nM1ck is now the proud owner of 2 Sparrow's patches. And you know what that means? That means Mounta1nM1ck most likely will be blessing somebody very soon who isn't one of those Sparrow's haters out there in the Reddit lands with a nice Sparrow. Any of my buddies who love the patch like I love the patch and don't have one, maybe, just maybe. It looks like Mounta1nM1ck has got a patch for himself as well, which this one he will be holding on to himself and adding to whatever awesome Jack Skullhawk whiskey. I'll have to look more into this myself. I am not currently familiar with Skullhawk, but I am a very big fan of whiskey. They knew that Mounta1nM1ck was going to like something like this. I'm also a big fan of Kawasaki and 80s graphics. So this lime green right here on the Hawk, and this beautiful pinkish purple that my wife is absolutely sure to love, will mean most likely that this patch here gets stolen by Mounta1nM1ck's lady. And that's okay, because Mountain Mick likes to make sure his lady's happy and that she's got cool stuff to sparrows for that. Mountain Mick will be passing the to a friend and keeping the Skullhawk whiskey for most likely his lady. I think she will really enjoy that one. I'll have her picking around on some stuff. So maybe we'll end up getting her a sparrow's patch of her own one day. But some lucky person will get this one here. Moving on, I asked them to send me some stickers because Mountain Mick is a lover of stickers. So they said, okay, we will make sure to throw some stickers in there for you, Mountain Mick. I'll be honest, I had a package or two that didn't have any, and they come randomly. So I assured them that Mountain Mick not only wants to cover all of his stuff, including his neck, with a nice pretty sparrow's design, which what I'll mention while I'm on the subject is none of the designs we're seeing here right now. Sparrows and Uncle Sparrows have come up with their own design to add to Mountain Mick's neck. So make no mistake, there will be a new Sparrows logo of some sort, possibly not their main one, but they will be adding a new logo design that's going to end up on Mountain Mick's neck. And I have encouraged them fully, as that's the type of guy I am, to please put it on as many things as they can after putting it on my neck. It will be a one of one when it hits my neck, but Mountain Mick is not greedy, and he wants to see the sparrows' love go far and wide. So if they are so kind as to start making cool hats or t-shirts or anything that has a Mountain Mick's tattoo on it, he will be very stoked about that. Looks like I've got some large stickers here as well. It's got a lockpick design. Kind of looks like a American old school tattoo. Again, Mountain Mick's tattoo is not this design. It is very cool, but I just want to address ahead of time for anyone asking or thinking it's cryptic. This is not cryptic. Mountain Mick is closely guarding the real tattoo and its design until it is unfurled at the appropriate time. So I would not cut my own throat that way, but I will be sharing these stickers in as many ways as possible in the near future. Holy smokes, look at all the legends in the chat, Mark Carter says. Well, you're one of those legends, Mark. That's why you're here, brother. And yeah, there's a lot of cool cats in here. The Mountain Mick room is always full of really big players because I may be a noob, but I do know how to introduce myself to people with a little thing called Irish hospitality, Southern hospitality. So I have used that ability, the gift of gab, the silver tongue, some halfway decent looks and pretty eyes to try and talk my way into some places that I probably don't deserve to be, but I will make sure I do deserve to be there once I get there. It's the old fake it till you make it, guys. So I fully encourage you to do your hustles the same way. I'm going to throw some more of these stickers out here for you guys to see because they really did bless Mountain Mick on the stickers. They knew I wanted stickers, and Uncle Sparrows must have told somebody over there, look, you send Mountain Mick some stickers, because now I got stickers for days out here, guys. I got to flatten some of them back out a little bit from the mail, but everything's in great shape. It came through. None of it's ruined or anything crazy. It seems I have at least doubles of pretty much everything. You know I'm going to have to keep one for myself of everything just because that's the way things go. So let me grab this one and one of these, and one of the classic Sparrows symbol. And I will set those aside for Mountain Mick. Boom. And then that will leave this one here, and one of these, And all of these except the Rocka Bang Bang one there, I'll probably keep that one too. I only got one of those, and it does go with my rags, so I'll be keeping those. But everything else that you see here, I will be giving some of to my winner that wins next, but not too much, because they are getting the Lady Lock stickers. And since they will be getting the Lady Lock stickers and a beautiful Master Lock, I don't want to overdo it. I want to save some goodies for other people to be able to enjoy. So we will continue to try and make all the best prize packs we can get together here at Mounta1nM1ck for anybody who's playing our games and enjoying our time together. I'm going to try to get this done soon because my camera is started at 40% or something, and I've got this really huge backup battery pack that I hold for standby if I ever should need to plug up, because I hate when people don't have backup power. But I do have some if it becomes an issue, but we're going to try to not need that much, because this is enough to start like 10 big dually trucks all by itself in one charge. So anyway, I'm going to get to see now what Walt has sent, and I'm going to make a little room here to do that, because I can see now that it is a lot more than he ever let on he was going to send. And I thank you all ahead of time, Walt. I know that this package is heavy, and you have blessed me to beyond my imagination, sir. Thank you. So first, on top here, we got Walt's business card. Just a quick flash of it. I don't think he would mind anyone knowing how to get a hold of him, but we'll not put it out there too much. We'll just give it the quick deal. And anybody wanting to see him that bad, I'm sure that Walt, being a Texan, is pretty good at taking care of himself. So if you are going to play with my videos and see where Walt's at, you better be nice to Walt, because Walt's a great guy. And he has sent me these to start with, and I absolutely am going to love these. He's making these now, I heard, himself. These are some beautiful 3D prints to cover pics with. So let me see if one of them fits really quick on one of these, just for the purposes of illustration. I'm going to take... Let me just mention all my Sparrows equipment is already dipped. That's why we're not going to be using one of my Sparrows for this little job, because all my Sparrows are already dipped, so there's no way I could put one in here. Blake says I've sold my soul to Uncle Sparrows. We're working on it, Blake. They haven't offered me quite enough for my soul at this point, but they are taking good care of me. It's starting to go that way. Yeah, that's going to work just fine. It's going to take a little convincing, which means it's going to be really tight once I get it on there. But that is a good thing, because we don't want these to be slipping off. So that is the size that you want. You're going to want a popsicle size, like a multi-pick or a covert or something like that, is what I'm assuming Walt made these for. At any rate, I better take it out of there, because maybe he's got something else. I'll deal with that one off camera, because it's probably going to end up living in there. But he sent me several colors, and I really appreciate that, Walt. Mark Carter says he's getting the Shackleman Cuff Club set. Awesome, Mark. I really like that thing. I was looking forward to that, too. Yes, Elroy's Toys, hello. I did get my patch. Thanks for showing up, Elroy's. Just trying to check through the chat real quick, guys. I got a little distracted doing everything. Yeah, I told you, DNP, they did hook me up on the patches. Or, I mean, the stickers. Keytron made it in here earlier. Thank you for coming out, Keytron. Let me see what else Walt sent out to me here, guys, because I have no idea. He is a mysterious man. Ooh, looks like we've got ourselves a lock. Walt, thank you, sir, for sending us a lock. I always love getting locks. I treasure my locks that I get. This appears to be a 410. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong there. But I believe this is a Master Lock 410 Lotto. It is black. Here, Blake is always wanting to see my keyway. Blake's gonna give me the show us your keyway if I don't flash the keyway. So we'll show the keyway for everybody who's curious about that. I'm trying to get the camera set for you guys to see it a little better. Alright, so you see my keyway? It's got the master keyway looking keyway there. I finally got myself a 410 lock, guy. That's right. That means that for the contest I was talking about, I can show off all four in the video now. Thanks, Walt. I've been dying to get me one of these 410s. There's the bitten for anybody who's curious and wants to check that out. Let's see what else Mr. Cade has sent over to me. I'm going to get this other locks out of the way. Most of them have been gifts or purchases as well, so I treat them very kindly. All my gift locks will stay with me for life. I treasure them. And thank you, Walt, for sending that to me. This one will be no different. That 410 will be with me for the rest of my life. Let's see what else Mr. Cade has sent over. Oh my goodness, we have another lock. I love playing with these as well. This is a 70mm disc padlock. Walt does the auctions with the Storage Wars type stuff. He's the Texas Storage Wars guy, if anybody forgot. If you've probably seen Walt before on TV, he's the guy from Texas Storage Wars that runs the auction. So I'm sure he encounters these things all day. Thank you, Walt, for hooking me up with that. I'm greatly going to enjoy messing with that. I only have one, and this one is nicer. So thank you for hooking me up with another one of those to play with, Walt. And I've got one more package to open from Walt. I think it's going to be something very similar, and I hope so. Yes, it looks like we have another beautiful storage style lock. This one's going to be a Defense Squared trademark one. I love picking on these things. Maybe if I will make a couple of shorts of me picking on these things soon. No doubt I will add a 410 video soon. But I absolutely just need to focus right now on this pack lock because it is my major focus, and if I start picking around on other things, I will lose all my focus on that one right now. So I'm trying to just wrap this one up for the evening here in a second. If anybody has any questions, that is all my lock mail for the evening. If there's anything about either of the contests that you want to ask, see, it came out of there just for anybody wondering. But yeah, I'll be adding these awesome 3Ds to some of my unhandled picks. And I'm a fan of these things. Walt made these. I believe he has started 3D printing these, just like he also 3D prints these cases for the mace kit. So if you're interested in either of those things, I would advise you to get a hold of Mr. Walt Cade. And on that note, I think his business card tends to say that it's something he won't mind people saying. So we're going to show you Mr. Walt real quick. We're all amongst friends anyway. And like I said, it is his business card. So I'm sure that since he hands it to people during the daytime, there's nothing on there he's that worried about the world learning. Because he is a semi-high class, famous big top type fellow. He is a great man, a friend to me, and I really appreciate Walt sending this stuff over to me. Mr. Cade, meeting you has been a treasure. You have been a great friend, and as soon as I get some of those locks that I showed from London, England area chopped down, I'm going to make sure I send something back for Mr. Cade and try to show some appreciation the Mounta1nM1ck way, because Mr. Cade has gone above and beyond for me since I met him, and I just want to make sure that I don't leave this video without extremely thanking Mr. Walt Cade for the new locks and the 410. I probably will cheat on this lock tonight and play around with the 410 a little bit just because, but I don't have the time to sit here and pick it in front of everybody just yet. Thank you again to Lockjaw for the beautiful patch. Really enjoy it there. Walt has a top level domain name. Well, Mr. Walt is a top level guy, so that does not surprise me, Skip. Love you, Big W. Yes, we do, Blake. Walt is our guy. If you're in Facebook Art of Lockpicking, you probably know our guy Walt Cade. He is a friendly fellow. He will not duck, hide, or run. He's like Mounta1nM1ck. If you message him, he's going to be real kind and say howdy. So you make sure to give your love to Mr. Cade if you're a fan of Mounta1nM1ck, because he has absolutely shown his blessings upon us. So thank you to Lockjaw. Thank you to Mr. Cade. And, you know, as always, thank you to Uncle Sparrows, who spoils me, plans things with me, and has really given me the tools to change my life for the better as much as I like to. So big thanks to them for hooking me up with some sweet stuff that I will try also to share with all of you who are here with me. That's about it, guys. Mounta1nM1ck's about to get out of here. So thanks everybody in the chat for coming by tonight. I'm going to get on with the rest of my evening and try to see if I can't do a better job getting my blue belt and my 200K patch going. But for now, just feeling the warmth and the love from all of the community has made my day, and I will probably be amped so long after this video that I don't sleep well tonight. That's the kind of stuff Lock Sport does to you guys. Everybody have a great night. Mounta1nM1ck loves you all. If you see me online later, say hello. Let me know how the video went. I'm going to be trying to judge some videos here in a couple of hours, so I will be messing with the phone some. Have a great night, guys. Mounta1nM1ck's out of here.